Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing another pick a card reading. This time I'll be proceeding a little bit differently. We're still gonna pull tarot cards, we're still gonna use oracle decks. As you can see, I have my oracles lined up here. I have my tarot cards that I'll be using for each pile, but I'll be trying something different. I've done this before with automatic writing and automatic drawing. This is how I do, for example, my psychic development readings, for the most part, that I offer as a service. But anyways, I'm just trying to introduce a new technique, something I've been doing for myself and I haven't realized. So you'll be picking one of these tarot decks. But when you click on your pile, you will probably see me with a pencil, with pastels and paper, and I'll be just drawing literally nothing. I'll be just sketching. And this is how I'll try to tune into your higher selves and your cosmic consciousness. I wanted to do a galactic family urgent messages, but I feel like I prefer to focus on cosmic consciousness that is simply your own and it's not outside of you, some external entity. I decided to channel your higher selves. So I hope you resonate with that. These are basically messages from above, from your higher self, from your cosmic self, and we'll see what comes through. These are urgent messages. They could be focused on any topic. I don't have a particular topic in mind, so just be open to receive what you're supposed to receive. Alright, so we have pile number 1 with the Eclectic Tarot. This is it. I love the back of this box. Then we have the Angel Tarot for pile number 2, and we have the Golden Universal Tarot for pile number 3. You can pause the video and take your time to tune into the decks or the pile itself, and you have the timestamps in the description box and the comment section below. Go there, click on your timestamp, and I'll see you in your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So as you can see, I kind of already started to tune in here, so this may take me a little bit of time, but the first message that came through was there is something new starting for you guys that feels unexpected and a little stressful. Honestly, I feel like it's a good thing you have a new beginning, but at the same time it's not gonna be an easy thing to manage. So it's like the good and the bad comes together, or more so the really good things come with a lot of hard work for you, as if there is immense amount of Capricorn energy being activated for you. You are accomplishing a lot pretty soon. I'm hearing building a house. Well, so some of you are you're making a home out of a new place you're moving to, or you're quite literally purchasing a house. You've been saving up for a house, because building a house means to me it's not fully yours yet. It seems like you're slowly investing into this, and it could be through, taking a loan in order to purchase it. So basically, yes, it's yours on documentation, however, you're still paying it off to somebody else, to the bank. So I do see this exciting new beginning, but it's quite stressful, because this new thing, this new beginning comes with a lot of responsibility. Capricorn, long term, so you have to sustain this, or you have to sustain some momentum, some foundation, something stable that you've committed to, and uncommitting to it, basically abandoning a situation, could mean that you're going to lose a lot of what you've invested in. So that's why that's a big deal for you, and that's why this new beginning can be stressful, unexpected. It feels a little explosive. I'm getting for some of you a female figure, a mother or a sister. It feels like a family member persuaded you to take this new step in your life, make this huge step. She was somehow the influence of why you put yourself in this a little stressful situation, but both of you knew that you needed this pile one. So that is for some of you. And now I'm getting a lot of sevens. So 7 months. Some of you are going to an internship for 7 months. All right. What is this? 7 months. You guys are making a new friend. And you might have 7 months difference, or they're born in July. You're making a new friend, alright? You're going to this new environment and you're connecting with someone new. This person feels very intuitive. I think that they will read you very easily. I don't know why, but for some reason your higher self is associating number 7 with an owl. So some of you might be a life path 7 or something, but this is connected to wisdom, intuition. Goddess Athena is coming through. You're meeting a friend that is very intuitive and very knowledgeable, and they might be huge on academic pursuits. Crown. This person either has a really great reputation, because I'm seeing this crown on top of them, or they will crown you with knowledge and they will open up your crown chakra in your mind, the 7th chakra, right? I'm hearing logistics. So I don't know if some of you are in the field of logistics. Computer sciences is what I'm getting as well. Social, not networking. Wait, what's the word I'm looking for? Social data and experiments. Some of you are engaged with this. If you have a lot of Gemini placements, I feel like this is a great field for you. The social sciences. I'm feeling a split in the home for some of you. I don't know if some of you have parents divorcing or siblings are divorcing with their partner that they're married to. I'm just getting a split in something you consider home or family. So, these could be really close friends you lived with, or you visit them very often. You have a strong built idea of, well, this is home, this is family, this is one big structure, and now it's getting split. And this could apply to you as well, but I'm getting a divorce. I'm getting Jane, a name. And I'm hearing something about not being able to find the document that you need. Especially someone here, Jane. I feel like this message is for Jane. I'm getting like a lost document. I'm specifically saying a birth certificate, but it might be something else because I'm not very sure about this. And I feel like it's something you think you put in a drawer in your bedroom or next to your bed, but it's no longer there. And for some reason, ancestors are coming through. So this could have something to do with property as well, because your ancestors are connected to this, document. And I mean, if it's a birth certificate, yes, they are still connected. But they're saying something about you took this document out of the place you remember putting it. So remember the reason why at the moment in the situation when you had to take out this document, and this may help you remember where you actually put the document. And if this is not a document by any chance, it is a picture, because I'm seeing a camera. It's a picture, it's a photograph that you have a hard time finding. You took it out, and if you remember why and when you took it out, and this recall may take you to the memory showing you where you put it back, because you subconsciously switched places, like you didn't even realize where you were putting this back. I want to go to this new foundation for some of you, because I feel like a collective is resonating with this message of the foundation that doesn't feel yours yet, but you're part of it and you're committing to it. And not for everyone is this gonna be a house. So I kind of went into certain details, but I want to come back here. I want to come back to this foundation, what you've been committing to, and what's going underneath the surface. I don't know why I feel like soon you're introducing a partnership. It could be a romantic one. For some of you it's business, but for most it's a romantic partnership. You're introducing a partnership to this new foundation. Perhaps you're inviting someone to live together, or you're gonna get invited to live together, or you're inviting someone into your business. You're inviting someone to study with you. This is interesting. This new foundation spirit, higher self or pile one. Look, I'm getting this timeline of preparation. Some of you are dating, some of you are going to study abroad, or you're going to work abroad, or in a different city, and there is almost an energetic preparation before you invite, or you get invited by your partner, or you invite your partner. And if you're the one invited, that's why this is a surprise, that's why this is a shock, because a commitment, a long-term commitment you've been in, will require you to change things and commit to this new thing, commit to a new lifestyle. I'm getting a lot of Mercury and Mars energy here. I'm kind of seeing the sigils, right, of Mercury and of Mars. So this could be a boyfriend your age, a younger boyfriend. This could be your brother. Some of you could be taking care of a younger brother, or if you're the younger sibling, you're being invited into the space of an older sibling. You might be currently splitting inheritance with an older sibling, selling a home, or selling your inheritance, and this kind of creates the sensation of something that felt like home is separating. I'm kind of connecting the dots now, because I know that certain messages would be resonating with only specific people. However, I think that the more I spend time with these, the more I can adapt the messages to groups within this collective of pile one. Okay, I think that's all I get in this form of channeling. So I'm going to stop here because I don't want to force it, overdo it. I don't want to push spirit. Now let's get some cards out on the table. Yeah, I'll begin with tarot. I was thinking to begin with an oracle deck, one of these here, but I'm gonna begin with tarot. And if I have a hard time reading the tarot cards, because sometimes they can be, I don't know, abstract, I'll get an oracle card. Okay, pile one. Let's see what's going on. Now, these messages may not connect to what I channeled on paper, alright? So just please be open to receive whatever intel your higher self has for you. Urgent messages from your cosmic self. Beyond this time and space and beyond this matrix. Spirit, please. Can you deliver some messages? Interesting. Some of you, I'm seeing a female ascended master that is saying, is this an ancestor or an ascended master? I'm not sure, but this feminine energy is saying, by one, you guys always, with your intuition, you always, or very often, most of the time, you use a mediator between you and your higher self, and your higher self has a hard time connecting with you this way. The messages get, distorted or filtered through another individual. For example, me in this moment, like getting messages from your higher self, and the messages that it is important to have a direct connection, a direct communication, because I feel like you've been getting lazy with your intuition or doubting your intuition more because it doesn't come directly from you. And in fact, I'm sorry, when it comes directly from you, you doubt yourself. But when it comes from another person, although it's not always 100% your download, your very, very, very personalized intel, because when a psychic is channeling, there is no way that this would be 100% your personalized intel. The psychic is a mediator, but also translator, and things get lost in translation, if you know what I mean. So your higher self urges you to connect with it on your own. So pile number one, after you click off this video, you may click off now if you want to, but if you want to watch this till the end, alright. It's just that after you do it, it's so important to try to process information in your own being, and it's so important to try to connect with your higher self. At least give it a week, connecting on your own without a third party. Some of you have been trying to get a message out to someone through a third party, or you've been asking a third party about someone, and that's not gonna work. I'm getting a strong message about direct communication, and interesting, I said this may not connect with what I channeled here, but we have Mercury and Mars. This is about direct, face-to-face communication, fearless, straight to the point. What's going on with Temperance, okay. The World, wow, you have two major arcana so far. And the Tower, okay. We've got three major arcanas. This is big. So some of you have been busy mediating between two parties. You've been the third party, and it's been very, very exhausting. I do see illumination on your past lives, is coming through with the purpose of destroying habits that are keeping you stuck in a cycle. The truth will set you free. Pile one, this very cliche saying is definitely applying here for you. But setting you free is not always an easy thing, right? So, yes, you are accessing a lot of truth, and you are, I feel like some of you are recalling pretty clear, um, vivid memories from previous incarnations um, that will liberate you. They're supposed to set you free from a pattern in your life. I'm getting a very profound message, something that some of you have to contemplate. You came on earth to heal. You came here to heal. You incarnated in this world to heal, not to continue to suffer or not to be punished karmically or whatever. You really came to heal and find balance. Some of you will not be happy with the institutions you're part of because you feel like you feel watched and controlled to some extent, and you definitely don't want to feel that. And your art and your creativity, your natural rhythms have been a little bit pushed to the side. They have been manipulated almost because of how this system and this this organization, the school, university, firm, whatever it is, because of how the system has been organized and structured, it is really killing your natural flow and natural rhythm. And I'm getting your higher self giving you the message of, it's not that you don't like what you do. So it's not about giving up, dropping what you're doing, and starting completely anew. It's just that the system you're part of doesn't serve your natural soul and body rhythms that totally resonate with what you're involved with. It's just that your timing is different, and perhaps it's good to look into alternatives of this thing you're engaged with. Look into alternatives, especially when it comes to schedule, having more freedom with your schedule. That's a big message. Ancestor. Alright, so yeah, definitely your ancestors are coming through strong. Your effortless effort is fully required. Oh my gosh, that's exactly it. Your flow, your own rhythm is fully required. You may think, oh, I'm not creative. Oh, I'm not feeling like doing this, like doing that. I feel like my passions are dying, or I am not good enough, I can't produce when I'm supposed to, because, there's a lot of artistic expression with the temperance card. In many decks, the temperance is called the art or the artwork. So, yeah, your effortless effort is fully required. And it's interesting, we have a wallet with debit cards and MasterCard, Visa. Alright, we'll see what this means. But yeah, you definitely have to listen to your own cycles. That's super important. we don't have more cards here. I'm gonna leave this. And I'm gonna get an animal for you guys. The frog. Cool. It was reversed, which is interesting because I think none of my cards are reversed except the frog. Well, I guess that was symbolic, so I'm gonna leave it up here. Okay, frog, the water element, reversed. Perhaps, with the frog, of course, my first association is perhaps you're not meeting the Prince Charming, or you thought you getting involved with someone or something will turn the frog into a prince or a princess. And this can apply to even an artistic situation or a hobby. You thought, if I go to this school, my inner frog, my talents that are kind of metaphorically represented with the frog, my creativity, my ideas will turn into a charming prince or a princess, and everything will be okay. And that wasn't necessarily the case, because you forgot the wild spirit of nature and the wild nature of spirit. And that's something you should remember, tune back into, and just allow more flow into your life. Okay? I do see, and I did see it in the first portion of the channeling, that yes, you will be required to be responsible to a commitment you've made. So I'm not saying quit school, but definitely look for alternatives, and definitely make more time for your natural flow to come, or find ways to trigger your natural flow. Find ways to be more in tune with the skills that you need, because it seems almost as if you've disconnected from literally the portions of your brain that can give you the skills, can give you the creative inspiration, the visions, whatever it is that you need. You've disconnected. Especially if you're selling your skills. This may not be school, it could be your business. If you're selling your skills, you will continue to do what you're doing. It's just that you have to find a different way to schedule things. Alright, Pile 1, so these were the urgent messages. I know this is short and sweet, but that's why we're only channeling urgent messages here. I hope you resonated. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm very curious to hear from you. All of my information is in the description box. All of my links, my Instagram page, my email, my Ko-fi page where you can book a session with me if you see any sessions available. And I have my donation links if you want to support me in this way, because this is how I live. So thank you once again for spending this time with me here. I feel very honored to channel for you, and I hope I'll continue to do so and be a trusted psychic that you go to. So yeah, that's all I have. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So as you can see, I already started to get into your energy. I needed a little time with the camera off just to tune in, so I'm already comfortable. So okay, yeah, let's get into it. Now, first thing, I was starting to drawing these lines, and I was thinking of a highway. I had a vision of a highway and speeding up. Some of you are rushing to get somewhere, and then I also got a tree. Some of you are supposed to travel to visit parents or family, elderly family members. It is important to go. Do not delay this. But yeah, definitely be careful on the road. Speeding up just for the adrenaline of it is not a good idea. Especially now that we have Mercury going retrograde, I don't recommend this. We have a candle. So there is a lot of hope. extended towards the situation that you're rushing to, especially if it's elderly family members. There's a lot of hopeful energy on your side, on your end. I don't know if you're hoping to get a message out of them. I don't know if you're hoping to hear something specific. I don't know if you're hoping for them to tell you something, or you're hoping for something to work out for them. There is a lot of angelic presence, so I'm getting a lot of religious factors. Religion is a huge thing. Yes, Christianity indeed, especially that with these angels coming through. So these elderly family members might be talking a lot about religion lately. Perhaps they're really counting on their faith to give them something, take them somewhere. This is someone in law. This is a father-in-law, a mother-in-law, that you're going to have a profound conversation with. Um, if this is someone on the other side, for some reason she is saying that you're supposed to cherish something she gave you, a piece of jewelry she gave you. I know these are supposed to be messages from your higher self, but spirits on the other side are also coming through. Your higher self is talking about Neptunian energy for some reason. So you have some Pisces placements activated in your chart, or Neptune is activated in your chart. I'm getting clusters of something. Crystal clusters, psychic information clusters, quite literally. Psychic information has been building up in some of you, is what your higher self is saying. Someone here is receiving a prophetic dream. You have to be careful, Pile too. I feel like there is a religious group. Maybe a family member is going to meetings with this religious group. But there is here something like a cult, okay? And I don't quite enjoy it. Perhaps it's personal opinion, perhaps it is your higher self. But for some reason, I'm getting, this message. This is an urgent message. You're supposed to think about what is this psychic group meeting or a religious group meeting softening in terms of energy from you or from a family member, because this could very likely be a family member going to these religious gatherings. And I don't know if someone is giving away all of their money to charity that has suspicious agenda, but you have to be quite careful with this. especially if it's a family member. So perhaps you're advising someone here that, stop giving your money away to these churches or religious groups or even spiritual groups. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It seems like a cult of some kind that family members should stay away from because they're being robbed. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally saying spirituality or religion robbing some of your family members. Justice. We have justice come through with the scales and everything. What is this justice you're needing? I'm trying to tune in yourself. What is this justice all about? With a friend, this is a friendship situation. Receiving justice around the friendship. Maybe there was an unequal give and take. Perhaps this friend hooked you onto something. They got you addicted to something. It can be an event, it can be social gatherings, it can be a web page of some kind, a teacher. They got you hooked onto something, and your higher self is saying get out of there. That is the urgent message here. You've been linked to things by other people because you love them and you wanted to connect, you wanted to share things together. But it's very likely for many of you this person is no longer part of your life. This friendship has ended. And these ideologies are supposed to end as well. Ideologies they got you into. So probably a very religious friend or someone very spiritual to the point where it's quite unhealthy. It feels like an obsession. Looks like a doctrine specifically, even if it's spirituality, esoteric, occult, it looks like a doctrine of some kind that does not allow space for love to connect people that are different. I'm getting that you were having a friend you were not connecting with because you loved each other despite being different. It was a friend you were connecting with because you were trying to be what they needed and who they wanted and who they needed and what they resonated with. So it's a lot about conforming to their needs, their wants, their visions of the world, agreeing, keeping your mouth shut. This can be on politics, on spirituality, any ideology or movement or belief systems that if you were to differ from them in any way, they would completely disregard your opinion or quite literally think that you're stupid or you're not logical or you don't make sense. There's a lot of gaslighting around your knowledge and your intuition from this friend of yours. I'm getting a lot of Virgo energy and Leo and Taurus. I feel like this is someone who claims that they're very anxious, but they also are very angry. Someone here really tried to manipulate your empathy because they were always like, I have these anxiety problems, I need this help, I need this support, I need you to be there for me. But they would easily snap and get angry, so it was a lot to deal with, pile 2. And it's okay if you guys need healing, it's okay to go for a heart chakra cleanse. Of course, make sure the person you're working with is genuine, but I'm definitely getting this urgent message from your higher self. You need a heart chakra harmonization, cleansing, purification. That's so important, pile 2. I feel like you used to be very strong, but now you're quite soft because it feels like this person peeled off your layers of strength because they needed you to be vulnerable. And there is nothing bad about vulnerability. It's just that along with vulnerability came a lot of exposure that you weren't ready for. So they peeled off a lot of your protection layers. I'm hearing abusive mother this person had. There is no one to blame in the situation. Your higher self is very strong on this message. There is no one to blame in this situation. It's not their fault, it's not your fault. It was just something that happened and that needs a lot of acceptance. You have to accept that this happened, and you have to accept that now there are consequences you have to take care of, instead of neglecting it and saying that I'm fine, I'm already done with this, it's out of my life. Because it's out of your life physically doesn't mean it's going to be out of your life energetically until you work on this. And I'm getting a strong message. You shouldn't be working on this alone. You need someone to process this with, and I feel like you need a professional, because I think that if you share with this with a relative or a friend, it's almost like you're passing on that baggage onto someone else who is also not equipped to deal with this. So you definitely need a healer, energetic, or a professional in terms of counseling. News are spreading about something. I'm getting birds spreading news about something. You're going to hear news. What is this about, Spirit? Number 3. Kids. News about kids. Fertility and manifestation. 3 is the Empress. So yeah, you're gonna hear news about children, pregnancy, but I'm more specifically getting a message that, I try to avoid, because I want this to be a collective reading, but I'm getting a message about news from a kindergarten or a school for very, very young kids, preschool or something like that. There is an acceptance letter, or you're gonna get news to where you can sign up your kid to study. A slot is opening for your kid. It's also possible that a conversation with a friend around their children is making you think about your own. Do you want to have kids in the future? If you're not there yet, it's really making you think about this. There is a square, there is a resistance here around children and kids. This healer, this heart chakra healer, you're supposed to go to this person. They will help you with any resistance that you feel around children, around your own children, if you already have those, if you already have them. They will help you, I think. I really believe this. They will help you get clarity. So it's not like they will convince you, yes, you will want kids if you don't want such, but they will help you get clarity with your inner child and on your own relationship with children. Now let's get in with the cards. Important messages for pile 2. Urgent messages from your higher self. Accomplishment. Wow, you have a rabbit, which is a sign of fertility. Transient and erosion. I think due to the falling apart of a relationship, your higher self is saying, you know, just because one relationship failed, or you maybe saw the negative side of having kids or not having kids with someone, maybe your parenting style or the parenting style you received was not very encouraging to form your own family with this erosion. There are a lot of marks of the past left on you that you're supposed to transcend here. And I'm getting a soulmate energy trying to kick in with this transient card. It's like you have this higher purpose with a soulmate trying to show into your life, and your higher self is saying something along the lines of, you have this beautiful spiritual union and you're here thinking about, should I have had children with this person or not? Did I make a mistake? What could have been? You're thinking about this person from the past and what you could create together, the fertility of the relationship that you had, and why it didn't work out, what worked out, what didn't. You're thinking about this while there's a soulmate trying to enter your space and enter your reality. So you must let this erosion from the past, I'm hearing, be scrapped away. So some of you could quite literally do a very deep cleansing bath or a cleansing retreat, where energetically things from the past are scrapped off of your energy, and also things from your skin. Like I'm getting a message from your higher self. Your skin is your biggest organ and you haven't been cleansing it properly. You have to allow a lot of toxins to come out of the skin. That's very important for some of you. It's the reason why sometimes you get itchy, or it's the reason why sometimes you get actually allergic or tired. I'm getting something along those lines of allergies, that you don't really have allergies, but you're super sensitive to certain substances. It's because you haven't been allowing your skin to purify, is what I'm seeing here. I know it's random. and water from deep within the mountains, so mountain water, spring water, fresh, clean water is so important for your own fertility and reproductive system, whether you're a male or female. It's like something about Lemuria in your Akashic records that you still keep within your body, and you're being very sensitive to any chemicals in the water, any disbalances of the water. Talking negatively around your water can change its molecular structure. There have been a lot of studies done on this. So yeah, the liquids you put in your body are so important, because a lot of you still have you're still carrying kind of your Lemurian matrix for your physical body. And of course, you're not completely, having that same structure physically, but you're operating a lot from this in your etheric body, which creates the matrix for your physical body, and that's why you have to give it the best quality water you can possibly get. Let's get urgent messages. Urgent messages for pile 2. The Hierophant. I'm telling you, religion, doctrines, ideologies. The Hermit. Okay. You need a teacher, pile 2. I swear to God. And the Empress, oh my gosh, pile 1 had 3 major arcanas and Yuzu too, Yuzu as well. And we have the Empress, which we spoke of, so that's quite cool, quite interesting. You do need a teacher to extend their hand to you. I really feel this, strongly about this. A healer or someone to work with. The Empress. Wow, this is such a beautiful card. We have Taurus. Oh my goodness, we have Taurus and Virgo, which I think I spoke of about this friend that I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, and Leo energy. So yes, we have Taurus and Virgo confirmed. This card is just very, very profound, and I'm trying to channel it. But what I'm noticing here is there is light emerging out of nothingness here, the lamp here, and we have light here when you open a door. You need a teacher. Listen, you need a teacher to show you how to teach yourself or how to connect with your higher self. Because remember when I said you're always looking for third party? I think. Hold on. Wait a second. Yes. Okay, so let me continue with the message. You need someone to show you how to be self-reliant when it comes to your spiritual development. Because I'm getting you're clearing up a lot of codependency, karmic entanglements with people and with teachers and with groups and with places. You're healing codependent issues, basically. There are no wrong turns. Okay. So, as I mentioned, you might be wondering about this past relationship. You might be wondering why it went wrong. What did I do wrong? What could have been? There are no wrong turns, and including this friendship I was talking about in the first portion of my channeling, it wasn't, no one did the wrong thing, no one is at fault here. You have the alchemical artist. This is interesting. Some of you might be healing through an artwork. Some of you might be working with a healer that does a lot of art. And I think that this is just a confirmation you are on the right path. And with there are no wrong turns, you are on the right path, Pile 2. So take all the guidance and the messages and the warnings from your higher self just as guidance, all right? It's not judgment that you're supposed to cry over or get stressed out about. That's not the reason why your higher self is coming through. You are, a lot of you, males, females, you are restoring your feminine energy. All right? And with the alchemical artist, you are learning how to allow masculine energy to enter. You're learning how to allow the creative impulse to enter you. You see this? Once again, whether you're male or female, you're learning how to get impregnated by spirit, your higher self, with a creative urge. So, yeah. So that's what I'm saying for you, Pile 2. I know this was kind of short and sweet, but these are the urgent messages I'm getting, and I'll stop here. I don't want to force it. Alright, so that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you resonate. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I really appreciate your trust. I hope you come back to my videos if you enjoyed the space and how I do my readings. Make sure to check out my links in the description box. This is where you can find all of my information, how to book a reading with me, etc, etc. I also have my donation links if you want to support me in that manner, because I highly rely on any support that you can provide. But this is not required in any way. However, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is highly required because it's super important for me, and yeah, it helps me grow and reach more people that may need the messages and all of the other things I would be getting into in the future. So yeah, thank you so much once again, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, hello Pile 3 and welcome to your reading. So let's get into it. Let's see what messages come through for you, urgent messages from your higher self. Okay. My left eye keeps getting blurred. Like my vision from my left eye gets blurry. And I just have to I just have to fix it, to scrub it to fix it. But this is very symbolic because the left eye is connected to the divine feminine. Your divine feminine is getting gaslighted, Pile 3. Your intuition and your creativity, are getting gaslighted. Your higher self is saying that you cannot open up to someone who does that to you. I feel like you guys are trying. I'm seeing a beautiful flower opening in the nighttime. So you're trying to build up intimacy with someone, whether it's a friend, a family member, it will be different for everyone, but here someone is trying to build intimacy with someone else. You're trying to open up, to get them to open up to you, but you continuously hit a wall, a brick wall, you hit an obstacle. They don't want to open up to you for whatever reason, and they disvalidate your experiences, your emotions, because they feel vulnerable when you talk about certain things so openly, and they feel vulnerable because they could never, Pile 3. Your higher self is definitely wanting you to understand that not everyone will be on the same journey when it comes to healing. Not everyone will heal in a way where they have the mental space and the emotional space to just talk about what they've been through. Some people will heal and they will walk away, they will move on. So it feels that if you're trying to build, this intimacy with this person, um, they are rejecting your ways because they feel like they have a hard time moving on if you are continuously um, trying to get them to talk about their past, especially. And it seems like some of you are entering a relationship with someone who's been in a long-term relationship, so you're trying to see, um, you know, what's up with this person, right? Where are they? What are they looking out for? What are they looking for in a potential long-term partner? Your higher self is saying that you should not put all of your eggs in one basket when it comes to love, when it comes to relationship. There's been too much pressure put on a partner or a potential connection, potential long-term connection, and even with friendships, there's been too much pressure put on we're gonna be best friends and we're going to stick by each other's side forever, and this is really pushing this other person away. They're giving me Aquarius moon vibe. I'm seeing this mountain made out of ice, and I'm getting Aquarian vibe. Okay. I feel like you and this person want to travel somewhere. And you know what? I'm saying a specific place. The architecture feels very vintage. It's almost like European architecture because I'm seeing buildings that remind me of castles and Gothic churches and Gothic style in general. So yeah, it gives me very much Western Europe vibes. I think that this is someone you want to travel with. Your higher self is having another calling here about Western Europe. You guys you've had past lives there, and you're being drawn by a specific place. And there's been a lot of synchronicity around this place. Clouds, they're giving me clouds. My spirit team and your higher self are giving me clouds. So this is not something secured. This traveling, this trip is not something secured yet. And your higher self is saying this may change, pile 3. So these plans you're making for the future, they might change. So I really, 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 really don't want you to bet on something, put your eggs in one basket. That is a huge message. And we're having Mercury opposing Jupiter very soon, if not already. I think it's still not there, but it will be there. So yeah, Mercury opposing Jupiter. Yes, when we entered Libra season, a little bit before that, when Mercury enters Libra, because Jupiter is in Aries. this is a interesting transit that I think will affect specifically you guys, pile 3. It will affect us all collectively, but for you, there are specifics here on traveling in relationships, and Mercury in opposition to Jupiter means that logic and intuition definitely don't match. There is struggle, and there's a feeling of deception or not getting your information right, because Mercury will also be retrograde. Not getting information right, not buying the correct stuff, the correct tickets, not booking the correct place. You know, Libra season, especially Libra season, you will have to watch out for false big promises to do a lot of things or have great opportunities that end up being much smaller than you expected. Another thing is your expectations won't be fully met with this new place. They won't be fully met, pile 3. There's a teardrop with you opening up here. What is your higher self trying to convey here? Okay, you are at the verge of a very emotional conversation. It's almost here. The time has almost come, is what I'm getting. Higher self is saying the time for secrets and emotions to be revealed has come. I think some of you are getting closure on why certain connections ended up the way they did and why some people acted the way they did towards you, which can be, emotional release, but it can also be very healing. I'm getting energetic closure as well. It's like once this happens, once this truth is revealed, you will stop sending energy towards this person mentally, emotionally. Some of you have been creating a lot from the memories that this person triggered, the feelings this person triggered within you. You've been getting very creative with your emotional process, let's say. It doesn't have to be just pain. I was going to say with your emotional pain, but it doesn't have to be just that. I think that you've been getting creative as well with your spiritual awakening due to connecting with this person. You've been getting creative with also the happy moments or the inspiration to manifest things when it comes to this person. So yeah, this person in general has been inspiring your creativity, and it's just that now your higher self is saying you don't need to go through certain things, and you don't need to seek validation or such experiences to know that your creative process is useful, helpful, healing, because a lot of you are going into the healing arts is what I'm getting here. And the higher self is basically saying that pile 3, you as a collective, you are at the point where you can really pull from me, from the higher self, this inspiration and this healing art and this healing energy, this healing creativity. You don't need to continuously recreate painful experiences to re-inspire yourself, because I don't know if some of you have noticed, but you may be manifesting struggles to have the phoenix rise, and when you have a phoenix rise you have a very high, but then you go back down. So the higher self is saying pull inspiration from me from now on. So that's gonna be your next challenge, you guys, this mental psychic practice that will help you with your art. I don't know why, but I'm seeing rope. And I'm literally saying, you know, people that walk on rope and there is almost nothing underneath, or if you're training, you could be going to some type of training playground where a lot of dynamic sports like that in nature can be done. It's like a park, an eco park or something, but you know, there is this training playground and you're walking on a rope. And for some of you, jumping rope, or these dynamic exercises and sports that require concentration and, you know, physical engagement, these are very, very useful for you. And I think your higher self is trying to guide you towards some routine like that where you're very conscious, you're physically active, but you're also very, very conscious. So you're training your mind simultaneously with your body. What's going on with pile 3, Spirit? What's going on with pile 3? Urgent messages for pile 3. You have a spirit animal coming through. Yeah, something about physical activity, being outside of your house, being outside of your office. You've been receiving activation from a particular spirit animal that is very freedom loving. I mean, most animals are, but this one is a forest animal, is what I'm getting. And it looks like it's funny because I'm seeing a rabbit, but I'm also seeing a deer. So it's either a deer or a rabbit here. These two animals are coming through. They both symbolize fertility. The deer symbolizes innocence as well. But I am getting new life. This is probably about a new lifestyle that is more health oriented. I think you've been through a lot, and your health now can kind of be like the central focus of yours that will rebalance all other areas of your life. So that is super important to focus on, just because it will affect many other things. It will spread over many other things in a positive way. So pile 3, that's what I'm getting. Now we're going to pull cards for you. Okay, hold on. Ancient messages. urgent messages for pile 3. 10 of Wands. Yes, as I said, you've been through a lot. It's been taking a toll on your physical body. It's important to recharge. Maybe sounds cliche, maybe you've heard it before, but if you didn't take action about this, maybe you heard this message, maybe you heard this guidance. Take care of your physical body if you want to be mentally okay. Uh, if you want to replenish your energy levels, if you feel tired, exhausted, and you heard it and perhaps you didn't really listen to it. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just gonna have another coffee. Let me just push through this one last month. Let me just get the race and I'll relax. But do you ever? So relaxation is super important for some reason. For pile 3, it's like your senses really, really need to relax. Quiet, dark room, maybe candlelight or something, dimmed lights in general, aromatherapy, things of that kind can be very, very useful. There's a voice in your head that tells you one more day, one last time I will give into the temptation to overwork myself, to give all of myself into something. And another thing is, here I do see a very tyrannical boss figure. Okay, this is especially for those of you who work for somebody else. Be careful that you are not the tyrannical boss though, and you could literally be bossing yourself around. That's also possible. We have a lot of Saturn energy, but it feels restrictive. It doesn't feel conducive to growth. It doesn't feel productive. It feels restrictive. 9 of Pentacles. The thing is, I feel like not only you are being exhausted, you may not be making as much money as you used to from your job. And this is also about not cherishing the things you have because they don't bring you actual joy. I think that materialism and material goals don't bring you the joy they used to. That's why you're supposed to go back to your passions. The devil energy is something that we can rebalance and heal through immersing ourselves in something that we're passionate about. I don't know why I'm getting this message about not being able to see someone you love, or not seeing someone and constantly saying that you're busy to punish them, or they do this to you. Someone here has been saying, oh, I'm busy, we can't meet each other today, we can't hang out, things like that. But they're not just busy, they're doing this consciously, or you're doing this consciously. And I feel like whoever is doing this is just not feeling well, and the universe is saying that's not the right way to go about your connections. Pushing people away without explanation. You can tell them that you need time on your own. You can tell them that you want to disconnect. That would be fine, but kind of keeping them in the dark is not so cool. Messages. So giraffe, okay. Cool. And you have the universe. All right. South Node, Labradorite boundaries. I feel like I want to pull cards from this deck as well. Uh-oh, hold on. Whoa. Okay, for some reason, cards from the Muse Tarot have stuck in this oracle. Whatever. I know, I'm sure some of you wonder, what were those cards? Maybe they're for us. They're not. Trust me. You know what I'm noticing? There's a mountain here, but it's purple. It reminds me of that ice Aquarius mountain I felt from a person, but here it's purple. So it seems here like if you drop the obstacles, your intuition will be reignited. Natural rhythm, okay. Willingness and playfulness. Well, higher self is encouraging you to focus your strong work ethic towards something you actually enjoy. You know, the message here is that you could accomplish so much more and you could be so much happier if you put the same determination you put into proving people you're worthy or you're capable. If you put that determination and energy into proving yourself you're capable to achieve what you want. That's a huge message here. And yeah, with the South Node and boundaries, I feel like we're all talking about our purpose, we're all talking about our North Node, but the South Node is a safe spot, a safe rock that you can land on anytime. The South Node is not just kind of ignoring your purpose and your mission and your lessons. The South Node is something you've worked on for such a long time. It's your safety zone, it's your comfort zone. It is something you can rely on within yourself, qualities you can rely on to save you when you feel like you need saving. And I think that some of you, pile 3, feel like this situation that you're in any area of life, you just want to fall back on a soft cushion, feel saved, and get a confirmation. And I think perhaps some of you have abilities that you've been ignoring for the sake of fulfilling someone else's dreams, satisfying someone else's needs. But you have abilities that if you fall back on, you'll feel safe. Okay. An example here would be if you have a North Node in Capricorn, let's say, or Saturn on the North Node. Yeah, your lesson is to mature in this lifetime, to be responsible, and so on and so forth. But if you feel like you're being mature in the wrong places, meaning you're investing all of this energy into something that makes you completely miserable, you're working for someone else and you think to yourself, well, I'm fulfilling my North Node and I am working hard as a Capricorn would want me to, or as Saturn would tell me to. Yeah, but what is the purpose underneath? You see, the planets always have this higher expression, and the higher the expression, the more connects to the soul, meaning that the higher expression of Saturn or Capricorn would not be just work, prove yourself capable or be responsible. It would be Be responsible for a particular cause, with a particular reason, with something you're emotionally and morally involved with, because on the opposite side you would have Cancer. So you see how astrology, and because I'm getting astrological references here in the reading, that's why I'm mentioning it as a reference point that you can use to see how you resonate with the messages here. Astrology can be applied in many ways, and it's important to not see only the surface level of your positions, or use astrology to put yourself in miserable positions, or to excuse miserable positions, to excuse miserable experiences. Astrology is here to empower you, and yes, sometimes to humble you and teach you, but not to destroy your life force and your essence, and to basically make you a machine, which the Ten of Wands appears to me like. I think that you have a great opportunity during the winter time to change your mindset, switch up a lot of things in your life. And I know that winter is about closure or closing cycles, endings, preparation, things like that. But I think that winter for you has the potential to be very exciting. Some of you are actually having your kids born during the winter. I'm getting celebration around the winter, apart from, the apart from Christmas and New Year and such. I'm getting a lot of celebration around winter. Give me a second, because I want to get the guidebook for these two cards, the Soul Giraffe and the Universe. So let's read the Universe. The attribute: oh, everything, oneness, source, divine destiny, evolutionary love, and laughter. The universe is designed to evolve all life through love, light, and a lot of laughter. The universe is the source of all, the fulfillment of everything, out of the seeming no of nothing. The universe is all-knowing, but with an elevated view. Trust there is perfect order within anything and everything that you're experiencing from this limited aspect. The universe has a hilarious sense of humor to make sure you don't take life too seriously, because it's only life after all. Potential questions to ask this archetype: what is my role to play in the greater story unfolding? What is the greater cosmic joke? How can I connect more deeply with you, with the universe? What can you share about the situation from a higher elevation? How can I volunteer to be in alignment with the coming evolutionary shift? Oh, that's interesting, you guys. With the devil. First of all, I think that you're supposed to rebel against your boss. Definitely seeing that. This boss-employee relationship going on that you're supposed to get out of. And second, this is really about freeing yourselves from the lower plane of life and the more mundane aspects of life, kind of not allowing them to ruin your momentum. Attribute with the Soul Giraffe: vision, grace, higher vantage, seeing obstacles. The Soul Giraffe is here to help you with your grander vision, to allow you to see higher and further. The long neck of the Soul Giraffe gives you an elevated view of what's on the horizon, as well as another vantage point of the big picture. We're also reminded that perhaps we cannot label something as good or bad, right or wrong, unless we can see the full picture. The giraffe gracefully glides along the path, spotting what others cannot. potential questions to ask this archetype. If I could see higher and further, what would I see? What is on the horizon for this situation? Instead of the low hanging fruit, what if I went for the lofty fruit? What might be within my grasp if I went higher in my thinking or viewpoint? What danger is up ahead that I haven't seen yet? So yeah, I mean, with the devil, definitely a warning sign here. Watch out for the red flags in relationships, in career, in health, in spirituality. Just watch out for the red flags in general in life. That is important. But also, you're learning how to laugh at struggle in order to transcend it. So, watching comedy movies, going to theater, um, having a good laugh with your friends can be such a therapeutic experience. Don't miss out on it. Okay, pile 3. I'm trying to see if I have anything else for you guys, but I feel like that's all. I feel like this is the urgent messages. Yeah, that's all I'm getting from your higher self. There isn't anything else, so I won't try to peek further if they're not giving it to me willingly. So, pile 3, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comment section below, how did you guys resonate with the messages? All of my information is in the description box if you wanna follow me or book a reading with me. If you want to donate, I have my Coffee and PayPal links as well, because that's how, I am able to sustain this work on the channel. And yeah, if you want to like, share, and subscribe, that is also highly appreciated. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really feel honored to share this space with you, and I hope this reading was helpful and the little insights were, enough just to give you the confirmation or the answers you needed or the validation you needed, whatever it is that you needed from your higher self. I hope you got it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.